guys, welcome to the channel today. I told you in the past that I was going to do some pickled eggs for the very first time because when we went to North Carolina, we tried them and I absolutely loved them. And so my dear friend Megan over at True Grit Appalachian Ways did a video shortly after that and gave us the recipe for her, what she calls cowboy candy pickled eggs. So today I've been blessed. I had a follower, some friends of ours, bring us 6 18 counts of eggs because, you know, we don't have, our chickens aren't laying that well right now. They're picking up and we've gotten some more. You've seen the videos on those, but so I was blessed with an abundance of eggs. I'm so thankful for that. So today I'm going to get that going. Last night I put 1 18 count. Nope, I did 3. I did 3 18, half of them on the boil, and I've got them here. And today I'm going to get them peeled, and I'm hoping that they peel easy. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. It'll be a little several step process. So in my spare time right here, I'm going to go ahead and get these, start getting these pickled, not pickled, but peeled. But for this cowboy candy pickled eggs, I'm just, let me give you the recipe, and I'll try to link her her video up here in the top corner there for you. But because I love this recipe, it was so good, and I've been craving them ever since I've gotten back home. What you're going to need about 3 18 packs of eggs. You're going to boil them and peel them. Now, Megan and most everybody stores theirs in full gallon size jars. Stubby said, let's do half gallons. And so I'm going to see, this is normally the jars that we use to put our cow milk in. But I'm going to see how it does in half gallons. And then I'll just divide the brine between however many jars I get. But, so, you're going to need 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. You're going to need a cup of white sugar, a cup of brown sugar. You're going to need a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and half to a cup of sliced jalapenos. I was going to compare, I think I'll go compare what my recipe to my candy jalapenos or cowboy candy, whatever you want to call it, and see how similar it is. I know we put turmeric. I know that, I think the only thing that we don't put in our cowboy candy is brown sugar, which was interesting. So that would be the only thing different. I think everything else, maybe different ratios that we put in. But I've got my eggs boiled, and so I got my bowl. None of these shells are going to go to waste because I can take them out there and I can throw them to the chickens. I can throw them to the pigs. They'll eat them. Oh, I pray that they peel easily. Megan said that was probably the most tedious part, is getting your eggs to peel, and I can't stand for eggs not to peel smoothly. Well, the first one did great. So we'll see. We'll see how the rest do. First one's down, several more to go. Okay, I got my 2 jars filled. Woo, woo, woo. That's Denise. Come in. Got my 2 jars filled. And I'll probably put the lid on these, put them in the refrigerator because I'm running out of time. And I'll make the brine later and pour it on. And then tonight I'll boil the rest of these eggs for the pickled egg brine. Either way, you'll be with me. We'll come back to you and show you what we're doing. Okay, guys, I had to take a little break. Had to go do some work down at Mom's house. We're still trying to pack her stuff up and we've got most of our stuff moved here. We were just trying to get stuff ready for an estate sale down there. But anyway, I just covered my jars and put them in the refrigerator while I went down there, and so I knew I was going to come back today and finish. But let me go over the recipe with you again, because I've got my brine going back there on the stove, as you can see it. So I went ahead and put it together, and that's 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, a cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I didn't have garlic powder, so I just used granulated garlic. And then half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I probably did a little bit more because we like the spice. Now, what we had done over the summer was let me get one and I'll show you. The recipe calls for about half to a cup of sliced peppers. I know in Megan's video she uses different kinds of peppers when she doesn't have enough candied jalapenos. But over the summer we put them up in bags like this for the times that we need to make cowboy candy. And so that's a quart-size bag, so it's definitely more than half a cup to a cup. But we love our candied jalapenos, so I put the whole bag in there and I got it simmering on the stove. And once it gets simmered and warms up, I'm going to pour the brine into the jars, and I'll split it between the 2 jars. Now, one thing Megan said was that it probably would not fill the gallon jug. And so what I'm going to do is she recommended that you just fill the rest of the jar with white vinegar. And so that's what I'm going to do. If it doesn't fill up the jars. But I'm waiting on my brine to melt. And I'll get simmered and the sugar to melt in there. And then we'll pour it over here. And once we get it in here, I'm going to clean the lids and clean the rims and put a lid on it. And she said it's best to let it sit a month in the refrigerator before you try them. So I wanted to hurry up and get them done. And so that they would be ready by April. I wanted to be done by April. So anyway, but we'll check on this brine and see what it's doing. So I'm gonna let this get simmer just a minute. My slices of jalapenos were a little frozen, but that's okay. I'm gonna let this heat up. To give the brine enough time to get that sugar and all melted. I want it to be a little warm when I put it in the jar. I don't want to be boiling, but I just want it to get the sugars down and the ice off some of my slices of jalapenos are a long way, but that's okay. We could take them out and eat them. This recipe is so good. I cannot wait. Okay, maybe I didn't mess up. I made a mess. I spilled some of my juice on I got sticky everywhere now on the thing. Maybe I didn't mess up by putting more jalapenos than it called for. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to waste any of the juice. Let me get my funnel. That is sticky. Sticky. It's kind of tricky. think what I'll do is try to take all this out. There we go. Just have mostly juice now. It was difficult to pour it, and it was spilling. I don't want to waste any of the juice. I think what I'll do is I'll take these out, get the juice in, then I'll put them on top. How about that? I'll split the juice between the two. I've got more juice here in the pan, so this is exciting. That's hot. Alright. I have made a mess. So there's a reason that you only do about half a cup of peppers in there, because there's not room for anything else once you get all these eggs in here. Okay, so I'm going to leave about half a cup of the peppers in there, and then I'm going to top it off. Like, if I hadn't spilt it all over the counter here, I would have had enough, I think. But I got one almost full. I'm just going to top this jar off with vinegar.
He's got 150 baskets there.
Up to the rim. And then I'm going to top this one off. Okay, there we go. Let me clean the rims off. Ugh. So for all of y'all who have stuck your nose up to pickled eggs, I'll have to get, if you ever are around this area, I'll have to get you to just try them. Okay, so I have my white lids. I've wiped the rims, the lids on them tight. Where did my other lid go? It's back here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn them up and shake them. Turn them up and shake them. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator and let them sit. Now, probably in about 2 weeks, I'll sample and see if they're where I want them to be. They sure are pretty. They sure are pretty. Look at that. Pickled cowboy candy pickled eggs. I'm going to put the date on the top of these. I'm going to slide them in the refrigerator. Much more manageable jars. Like that. So, but I am excited. Listen, let me give a little plug for Megan's cookbook. She has her own True Grit Southern Cooking and Canning book that she blessed me with when we went and seen her. She has some great recipes. My other eggs that I boiled today, that Stuffy boiled for me, I'm going to try this pickled egg recipe. And do it next. It's got pickle and spice in it, so it'd probably be like sweet pickles. But I also noticed she has some sweet chow chow, a recipe for over there. She's got all kinds of good southern cooking recipes in here. Cinnamon rolls, breads, biscuits, pulled pork. We had some of her pulled pork, by the way, when we were there, and it was delicious. So, so many little recipes in here, so y'all check her out and get her cookbook. You won't regret it at all. But that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna call it quits. It's been a long day. I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator, and let them just marinate for a few weeks. And hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll get to try them. I might sample them then, as to see if they were able to absorb. But they should last. They should last, 3 months in the refrigerator. And the longer you let them marinate, the better they'll get. So, but thank you for joining us today. I'm so tickled and excited over these pickled eggs. I cannot wait to try them. I hope I did them as good as Megan did. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. And as Stumpy always says, a simple life is a much more enjoyable life. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Y'all take care.